yeah, it's like so far out of anything that I've ever done, out my comfort zone.
It was the most insane experience I've ever been to.
Have you ever thrown up after an effort?
Maybe like once, but I think it's just maybe in my mouth. Like, I would like probably like, yeah.
Shemai Emma.
Shemai Manon.
And welcome back to Watts Occurring Femmes, brought to you by Rouvy, hosted by Pinarello.
We're back.
We're
Episode
back.
6.
Can you believe it? It's going so fast.
It has gone really fast, actually.
And I feel like we've had 2 previously very good episodes where we've had lots of nice comments with Amy and Orla. So thank you everybody for listening to those.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
been so
I
good.
really enjoyed those. I learned so much, and they were really interesting.
Yeah, I feel like we could do second episodes with both of them because there's so much to talk about.
Easily. But what have you been up to these past 3 weeks?
What have I been up to? Well, it feels like it hasn't been that long since we were last year, but it has.
No, yeah.
I dipped my toe in the triathlon world. I was presenting it, not actually doing it.
I did
Just to confirm.
How was that?
It was really good. It was nice to do something a little bit different, although triathlons start very early. They kicked off at 7:30, which meant I had to be there at 5.
What? Why did you get there at 5?
Well, do you know, to prep and do all the pre-recording stuff, and we have to talk to all the athletes before they start the event, so make sure we get that all in. So it just was...
We need to do like a day in the life of a presenter.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. I mean, not every day looks like that, so...
No.
But it was good. And what else have I been up to? Lots of bike riding, and went down to St David's in Pembrokeshire for a few days, which was good. We had lovely weather, so lots of nice walks and food. It was bliss. Yeah. What about you?
What have I been up to? I've been training quite a lot too. Yeah, back into training. A lot of gym, a lot of track, a lot of turbo. I was on the turbo this morning.
Yeah, we had to delay the podcast starting today because Emma was on the turbo, but I was okay with that because I had a long drive, so I can have.
So I was on the turbo this morning. I'd rather, because I was thinking, I was like, do I do it before the pod or after? And I'm so glad I did it before because then
get it out of the way.
Yeah, I was pretty motivated this morning, so I did that. That was quite good.
What was your session?
So I had zone 3, zone 2. Sorry, endurance rider.
I did not know pure sprinters did like zone 2 and zone 3.
Oh,
is this like a new thing? Have you always? Yeah,
game changer. Yeah,
is it good?
Yeah, I think a lot of people out there think I'm on track for 20 seconds and I just do those efforts every couple of hours.
In my head, that's what I think.
Yeah. No, we do a lot more VO2 things, a lot more endurance-based rides, just because I'll now be sprinting 10 times in a day. Yeah. And we need to back it up. And I remember saying before, because I was saying how it's changed a lot, and I prefer this new way of sprinting because I like a little bit of endurance. I think it works for me. But I was saying to my coaches before people would throw up after an effort because they weren't fit enough.
Do you think that's why?
Yeah, like they weren't.
Really?
Yeah, because we push our body so much, and like it's really hard for us to like try and do that over and over and over again, because before you wouldn't have that endurance or that anaerobic or that just base of fitness, whereas now I think we're catching on to like the fact that we need to have be a bit more robust, like can't be thrown up after every effort, like we've got to keep going. So yeah, it's good. It's
surely that would take a lot out of you if you're throwing up after efforts.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
Have you ever thrown up after an effort?
Maybe like once, but I think it's just maybe in my mouth. Like, I would like probably like, I have not that I can remember. So that's a good sign. But if I started doing it, throwing up all the time, I have a phobia of
throwing up. So
I'm
glad I'm not that type of athlete.
What else? I met Katie Marchant, my teammate's new baby.
Oh, I saw.
Walter.
Adorable.
He's very cute. Yeah. Very cute. New addition to the maybe cycling world. Probably not. I don't know.
How's Katie doing?
Really good. Yeah, she's good. And I'd never seen a baby like 2 days old. Like,
what was it like?
They're just like floppy.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah. Obviously, like I've never held a baby that's too, obviously.
It's a fresh baby.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Very cute though. And Arthur, her other son, was really cute with him. And that was really like wholesome. I was like, oh, this is so cute. But other than that, just been training and chilling now on the pod.
And talking about throwing up, your partner, Matty, has broken a world record and then another world record.
He broke his own,
He broke his own world record. I switched on BBC Breakfast the other day, just having my morning coffee, and there Matty was on the red sofa.
He was there.
I know.
Yeah, so that's something else I've done. I was in Konya Actually,
where is Konya?
Konya's in Turkey, for those people who don't know.
For me.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, Konya, Turkey last week, supporting Matty going for the world records. And yeah, he did it twice. And it was the most insane experience I've ever been to. Weird, insane, crazy, like so many emotions going through it. But yeah, and then he ended up on the red sofa, and he's been doing a lot of media at the moment. But yeah, it was very proud moment.
So he was going for the flying 200 meter world record. Is that right?
Yes, but they actually call it a flying start or something.
Okay.
I don't know why. The actual name is a flying 200 meter start, but it's a flying 200.
And can you explain what that is for people who don't understand track cycling?
I will explain. So the flying 200 is a way we qualify for the sprint event. So every rider will go through the qualification of flying 200. You'll get seeded based off the overall time. But there's a world record in which it's just a flying 200. So it's a standalone event. You can just go for that event. And essentially, you have 2.5 laps at the top of the track to build up this gear. People do it differently. So people will do it really like a longer build up. People have a shorter build up. You'll ride.
Do you know, my favorite bit of this is when you get pushed onto the track.
Oh yeah.
So when you get lots of free speed.
Yeah, but they've changed it now because you can't actually get onto the track. It did start getting dangerous though. Like people were like, coaches would like go onto the track and like push them, but some people were like falling over.
So you're not allowed, the coaches aren't allowed to step onto the track?
No.
I did not know this.
It's a new rule.
How long has that been a rule?
Before the Olympics, I think, because honestly, you should see some of the videos. It was getting crazy, like the amount of.
Yeah, some of the coaches were like horizontal in the air. Like
the coaches were warming up for it. They'd be doing like arm things and like push it, like getting ready for this push.
So they're now only allowed to do it at the very bottom of the track.
Yeah, so we have a coach's ear at the bottom of the track, which is like a light blue or blue safety. I don't really know what it is. Anyway, they're only allowed to I think they're allowed to step foot on that, and then you have to like push. So it's quite hard, especially when we're on big gears. Like we have to let them get up.
It takes a lot to get to the top of the track when you're trying to save energy as well.
Yeah. So that's like we get pushed up, and then you have 2.5 laps to build up your gear, and like essentially you want to be coming in as fast as you can to peak the fastest speed from the 200 meter line to the finish line. So it's 200 meters as fast as you physically can go, and the time stops at the finish, and yeah, that's essentially what it is. Sounds a lot easier than it is.
Yeah, you make it sound very simple. But so when did Matty decide that he wanted to go for this world record?
So initially it was my coach, Scott. After the Olympics, the year after the games is always a bit strange. So you've done your goal for the year, and your path, you don't really know what you want to do. My coach was like, right, let's go for world records. And we were like, okay. Considering we had one in the team sprint, he wanted to go for the flying 200. He was like, right, we can break world records. Let's do this. And I was like, yeah, like, okay, this is very different. This is very new. But he kind of just wanted to give us a bit of motivation, a bit of direction. Cool. And then obviously Matty had moved over from Australia at that point, and he was like, I want to do it. And we were like, okay, you can join the girls squad. Like, go for it. Like, yeah. So he put his foot in the ring, and he was like, yeah, I want to do it. And then slowly but surely, obviously Katie went off on a baby, and it kind of just fizzled out. Like we didn't really bother. Initially for me, so no one had ever gone sub 10 for a woman.
Yeah.
And then in February, a Chinese girl went sub 10. And for me, that was my decision for like, okay, that's happened. I wanted to be the first person to do it. And that's kind of gone.
So now you're going to wait until you go sub 9.
Oh, imagine. Yeah, I'll go sub 9. Leave behind Matty.
Yeah.
Actually, I would not be able to do that. So then we kind of all fizzled out, and then it was just Matty. And he was like, well, I'm still going to go. And I was like, fair.
Go for it.
Yeah, and then BC put out an initial, I think it was like an initial message being like, does anyone want to try and go for world records? We're going to send a team to Konya, Turkey on this day. I think this was around February time. And 3 people decided, yeah, I want to do it. So it was Will, Charlie Tanfield, and Matty. So 2-hour records and a 200. And that's kind of where it started. In February, March, the prep started to begin for this world record attempt.
And has his training been really specific for this event since February?
Yeah.
Really, that's all he's... I guess, has he raced anything else since then? Did he have any races in between, or was it just full gas? Like,
so he did the Nations Cup in Konya in February and went 9:06. So he actually broke the world record, but they took it off him.
Why?
Because you have to watch the video. It's quite obvious why. But basically, Konya's quite a hard track to ride. I've never ridden it, but I've seen videos, heard things. He basically so he did the flying 200, but like steered off the track, like onto, so you have the coat and then you have the blue.
Yeah. He
steered off the track and then came back on the track.
Mid-effort?
Yeah, so in the home straight, like towards the finish line, he like came off, came back on, and then they said that it didn't count.
Oh no.
But then it counted for the competition. Bit unsure.
Very strange.
Yeah, but then he said it was a blessing in disguise because then he wouldn't have had a new bike, like a new path to go for this world record or go sub 9. So yeah, a bit of a strange one, but that was his last race, Konya, before this world record. So he'd been training, I don't know how long that is, but specifically for the flying 200, which looks like a lot of flying efforts.
Yeah.
A lot of efforts from the top, a lot of specific training, and which is different for us because usually we're quite a starts-based program. Team sprint for us is key. We're very in that direction, but obviously there was no team sprint. There was no sprints after the flying 200. It was solely, which is weird because I've never been somewhere just to that event.
Yeah.
To do 200 meters.
Literally flying all the way to Turkey to do 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Sub 9 seconds.
Which is the mental, like, I don't know how
It's a lot of mental effort to prepare yourself for that as well.
To be like, I'm breaking 9 seconds.
Yeah. And how confident was he that he could do it? Did he maybe did he do like a pre-run in Manchester before he ran? Did he accidentally break the record before breaking the record?
He might.
No way. So he's pretty confident he could do it.
So Manchester is a very different track to Konya.
Yeah.
Completely different. Like Konya's like, it's bigger than Paris. It's huge.
But for those of you, I always find this, that now that I'm sort of out the track cycling world, a velodrome just looks like a velodrome to me.
Yeah, but so many people have said that to me.
No, but they are so different.
They are 250 meters, the exact same wood, whatever, but different shapes, different transitions, different degrees in steepness. Is that the right word? Like some are 42 degrees, some are 40 degrees, some are 43 degrees. Some of them, the straights are longer than the bends. Honestly, you think, that's just.
And I feel like when you ride in them day in, day out, and then you get on a different track, you're like, it feels like alien almost because it's so different.
Especially for sprinters, and I want to say quite a lot of bunch riders, they have to, when you get to a new track, you read the line, you do a lot of like reading the transitions, and the gears change a lot for us.
Yeah.
In terms of where you are.
Do you want to hear a funny story?
Oh gosh. Go on.
Oh God, I'm going to really embarrass myself here. But when I first got into track cycling, this was like many years ago, and I'd only ever ridden Newport Velodrome.
Okay.
And then I went to do a Development World Cup. Do you remember those?
Yes. I think I was on the back end of them, like did one.
I went to do one in Glasgow, and obviously that was like the first other track that I'd ridden apart from Newport, and it's very different.
Yeah.
And is Glasgow track, have they got shorter long bankings?
They've got shorter bankings, longer straights.
And do you get like propelled a little bit out?
Yeah.
So I was in a points race.
Right.
This is the first race of the Development World Cup. And I was in second wheel behind Meg Barker. And I was like, right, coming up to the sprint, I was second wheel. I was like, right, I'm going to go and try and get some points.
Yeah.
So I was behind Meg, and then coming out of the banking, I was like, right, I'm going to like move out to go round. And basically, because I got had that like push out the banking, I went underneath her wheel, but also tried to go over the same time.
Did you crash?
I crashed. I was in second wheel. I took about 90% of the people out. It was so embarrassing. It was like my first like track
of BTS.
My first big track event. I just took everyone out. It was so embarrassing. I felt so bad.
I was gonna say, if you took yourself out, like fair, but
it took everybody else
especially because you were at the front going for a sprint.
Yeah,
Everyone would have been quite fast crash.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I'm sorry, everybody, to this day.
There you go, guys. Got to read the tracks.
Yeah,
different tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, back to it. Where were we?
Talking about track that look. I can't believe. But I can imagine half the people were like, "Oh, Manon."
Yeah.
Did Meg win?
I don't know.
She
must have. She was on the front on her own.
Okay. But
helped her out really.
Yeah, so we were talking about if you broke the record before and going to different tracks. Yeah. So Manchester is flat compared to Konya.
But it doesn't look flat.
No, it doesn't, which is really bizarre. But if you saw Konya, I walked in and because I've never been there, never ridden that track. Walked in, the bank is the transition. So for flying 2, sorry for the listeners, you can't see what I'm doing, but the transition like slopes. So like for us sprinters, when we're at the top of the track, we have to like read when to put power down and what gears you need to ride, because if it's too big, you're not getting it round.
Yeah.
But then if it's too small, you get momentum too quickly. So you want to find the right optimum balance. And they came up with this, I don't know about equation, but it was crazy. So they found the optimum gear for Manchester, which replicates the cadence for Konya.
There is
on a
so
different
much
gear.
that goes into this, isn't there?
Oh, mate, mind blown. I didn't know any of this.
It's not just like the gear you feel most comfortable on.
Oh, no.
So who comes up with the gear? Who
British
decides?
Cycling.
Like
so
the coaches
they figured out what the cadence he needed to do for sub 9 seconds on what gear.
What is it? What kind of cadence are we talking? Is it like crazy?
No, it can't be that.
Because I guess you need quite a big...
Yeah, it's quite a big gear. I actually, honestly, I was just there. I was just like, yeah, you crack on. But we have to unpick his brains at some point.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, so they'll figure that out. So in Manchester, he was training on a specific gear, like trying to replicate. Then we went to Konya. So he flew out on the Monday, did the record Thursday, Friday. And he, in Konya, did like a pre-race day. So for us sprinters, we'll get out to the new track, figure it out, but initially just do the flying efforts there to dial in. And he broke the world record there. Didn't go
So in practice?
Yeah, so, and this is even better. So in a flying 200, he stopped at the 100 meter line, like stopped putting down power. So we call it a roll through.
Yeah.
And broke it.
No way.
Yeah, he went 904 or 905, which I know it sounds like, oh, it's going to be easy for him to break it after that, because you're like, yeah, like that should be ezy. But for him, I think he was nervous because he was like, well, I got to do it now.
Yeah, that's true actually.
And I was like, yeah, but you've basically done it. And he kind of like, he had confidence, but obviously he was like, oh, this means I'm going to do it.
Yeah, this is even more pressure now.
Yeah, so, and then I flew out on the Wednesday. So I was with him Thursday, Friday.
What was it like for you going out and being like, you go into an event where you're not racing?
I was like a Swanee.
Yeah.
I was a little like pit girl.
Was it quite nice not having pressure?
It was nice.
In an event. But I guess
I felt horrific.
Yeah, you probably feel the pressure for him.
I felt like I was riding the 200 with it.
Really?
Like I was like, because you just know how much time, and that boy honestly trains so hard. Like the hours he puts in, the way, like what he puts his body through is insane.
Yeah.
And like you just want it for them. Like you just want it to go well for them.
Yeah.
You know how hard they've been working. So for me, it was nice because I didn't have to think about me. So I was just there supporting him, giving him what he wants, like helping him in the morning. And yeah, the morning of, he was in a state.
Really?
Yeah.
What was he like?
Oh, bless him. He was like, I don't know if you want this. He was like throwing up and like...
Before he'd even like gone to the track?
Before he'd even... And like, he just couldn't get food down him. And it was like hard for me to watch because I felt helpless. Like I couldn't eat for him. And I'm really good with food. So it makes it worse because I was like, oh, I was just eating my food. And he was just there like, I'm going to throw up.
Was that just like the pressure and the nerves just building up?
Yeah, he has it quite a lot and he's pretty good like overcoming it. But I think he's never done anything like this.
Yeah.
And a world record's he wanted the world record, but he wanted
especially
to go
like when it's like publicly out there.
Yes.
That everybody knows that you're going for it on that day. Everybody's watching. Like,
I think the live stream made him nervous as well because he was like, he knew
people are going to see this.
And I think there was a lot more to it than like when you're just racing your bike. Even in a flying 200, you could mess that up, but then you have the sprint races to go after it.
Yeah.
He's just doing a 200 meters. That's what he's doing. So he was very nervous, but yeah, so I was just there supporting him, trying to like help him. And then we went out to the track and it's literally in the middle of nowhere, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, there's just like mountains and it was really pretty actually.
That's quite nice.
It was nice, but...
I feel like velodromes usually aren't in the nicest locations.
No. Yeah, it was just like a tin can in the middle of nowhere.
Nice.
Boiling though, 35 degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
Inside the velodrome? Or?
I think, I don't know what the temperature was. It was hot.
Yeah.
I know it was like that outside, but it was hot in there. It was like a little... But great for him.
Yeah.
He was like, I was loving it. It needs it as hot as possible. But for the hour records, they were trying to cool it down.
Yeah.
So they had them in the morning, and Matt was like, wait.
So they were on the same day?
Yes, so we had 2 hour records in the morning, and they had aircon on. And Matt was like, turn it off. Turn it off. But obviously, they were trying to cool their cord. Like,
yeah, because they get so hot, wouldn't they?
I couldn't do it. Would you attempt an hour record?
Oh, God, no. No.
Really?
I think an hour record is... Well, it is obviously very, very hard. Yeah. But also being in that position with one gear on the track for an hour. Also in that helmet, if you get like hot in that sort of helmet and that skin suit.
Charlie, bless him, he was all like, he came off the track and then he went onto his base bars.
Mid.
Yeah, he gave it everything. I think he was like, he had like nothing. But watching it, I was like, apparently he said that he blew like, he said he knew he'd gone too hard like 20 minutes in. I was like, you've got 40 minutes left.
That's like the worst feeling.
Yeah, but I mean, it's huge. Like I said this, to even like attempt a world record.
Literally to even attempt it. The amount of people who probably think, oh yeah, I'd like it, but I'm too scared, to actually just put yourself out there and do it. That is, yeah.
I thought that's Matty. But so yeah, he was on after the record. So we got there, he started warming up, started getting ready for this flying to a record, and yeah, I was just like a little kid. I was just watching him.
Do you kind of like let him do his thing and give him space, or does he quite like you being involved and being there? Are you a bit of like a comfort blanket for him?
Yeah, I think so. Because initially I wasn't going to go, and then he was like, I'd love for you to be there.
Aww.
I know, and I was like, mate, yeah, because imagine he does it he FaceTimes me afterwards. It just feels so like,
especially if it's an option to be there.
Yeah, so I actually flew out there, and it was a whole palaver because there's actually a story with the flights.
Tell us.
Oh my gosh. So do you know there's pads? For anyone, we have pads in cycling. They're like long pads that they put at the bottom of the track.
Oh yeah.
But you don't have to have them in racing, but then in standalone events like the record, you have to have them.
Yeah.
Really strange. Anyway, the pads went missing when they flew out there. So they had no pads. So then luckily I was flying out.
Did the velodrome not have pads?
No, they're like concrete bricks.
Oh, imagine hitting one of them.
Because apparently you don't have to have them anymore, but then for a world record you do.
I remember we used to have them in like IP and TP, and by the time I was done, they left on the track.
So they had no pads, so technically couldn't go for this record. So then I had to fly out with these pads, but obviously all the Manchester pads had gone missing. So RPA Reese had to drive to Derby to get pads. So that's why, I don't know if you've seen pictures, it says Derby all around the bottom of the track. Yeah, it just says Derby. So Matty's got these pictures just like Konya but in Derby. Really weird. So he had to go get these pads. I had to fly out with these pads, but I was on 2 flights. So like pads made it to Konya, to Istanbul, that's where I went. And I came out of the domestic side because they thought I had a connecting flight to Konya, but I was like, but I need my bag. They wouldn't let me go back into the international bit to get my bag.
So you'd gone past like the baggage area and then out.
So I had to start crying to get the bag. No, tears. I had to, because I was like, I'm literally solely here for this bag, because they wouldn't let me back in. I had like an hour and a bit to go to this next flight.
Oh no,
panicking.
That's stress.
And I was like trying not to tell Matty what was going on, but I was like, I don't know if these and it was the next day they were doing it, so I had to have these pads, honestly. But the pads made it, guys. It was all tears.
Oh my god!
And it was just going around the conveyor belt. Can
you just see it?
Yeah, I was like, my bag's in there. They're like, no, it's not. And I was like, my bag's in there. They're like, no. And they were like, everyone else has come through but yours. And I was like, what? And then it was just there by itself, going around honestly. But it made it. The pads made it, and we got the world record done. And yeah, it was insane.
We are delighted to be working with Rouvy on Watts Occurring Femmes, and we have a great offer for you. You can use promo code FEMMES, FEMMES, for an additional 30 days on top of the 7-day free trial.
This is applicable to new subscribers only.
Rouvy's on a mission to bring the indoors to the outdoors, connecting you with real routes from around the world to your home. And in the summer, you can utilise Rouvy to do specific training sessions or to hide from the heatwave.
Rouvy's new creator tool also allows riders to upload their favourite loops onto Rouvy. Everyone can easily convert their own video into a virtual route to ride at home. We've got some big plans with Rouvy over the next few months, so watch this space.
And remember to use the code FEMMES, FEMMES, for an extra month on us when you subscribe for the first time. So he broke the world record on the Thursday.
Yep.
Next day, what happened? He decided to go again. Was this always the plan?
He had 2 days in case of illness, in case he just wanted...
The pads didn't turn up.
Yeah, the pads didn't turn up. He had 2 days just because I think it was like an extra couple hundred, like it wasn't much more, just to have that clarity. So the first day there was quite a lot of palaver with the comms and like what he wasn't allowed to do, and if he touched the coat, bearing in mind the last time he did the world record, he came off the track.
Yeah.
So he was quite worried about this. So if he touched the coat, they were like, it doesn't count.
No
so he was
way.
like, oh my gosh. So he rode the red line the whole way. So he rode like 200, I don't know what it is, like 4 meters or something.
Yeah.
So he knew he had more in the tank.
Yeah.
So he went 8.9 on the first day, and it was insane. Like, weird atmosphere because there was no crowd.
Yeah. Really weird.
Very eerie and but his dad came out from Perth.
Nice. No way.
Yeah, his dad came, and there was like five of the team. So we were all just shouting at him. So he went 8.9, which was, insane, like crazy. And he was like, I've got more in me. And I knew he did because of the line he took.
Yeah.
And he was a bit more comfortable. And like the next day there was no live stream. He could chill a bit more.
Yeah, less pressure.
And he went 8.8. It was insane. Yeah. Like, I don't think you understand how fast that is. It was like 80. It was either 80 or 85k an hour average. I want to say average. 80. Yeah, maybe I got that wrong.
That is insane.
But watching it was like a little blur.
I can imagine, yeah.
And then he threw up a lot afterwards. But
nice.
But yeah, honestly, one of like the best like things. I was so proud. Like I was like, this is, and it like maybe I was like, I wanted it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you want to do it?
Yeah, because my coach was like, do you wish you did it? And I was like, yeah, but I don't know. So we're going back to Konya in February.
Yeah.
And the world record for us is 9.9. So like, I'd love to try but I wish I did. Imagine I just hopped on his bike and did it, because his bike was sick. It was like silver but I just loved being part of the process and being part of him breaking it. And like, that for me was success. And it's honestly amazing. Like, I'm like,
is that like another world record that you could do in track cycling, or is
that's it?
Is that the one that?
Yeah, for sprinters, a kilo.
Is it a kilo for women now as well?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a long way. 4 laps.
Oh, I know, 4 laps.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too long.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll give that a crack. But yeah, so kilo and 200.
Yeah.
They're the only two. Well, watch this space.
Yeah, I was going to say, watch this space.
Maybe I'll try and give it a go, but I'm not sure about that. But talking of challenges, you've got something coming up on Saturday, don't you?
I mean, I'm not breaking any world records here, but it is a challenge.
World record for the longest ride you've done?
I've done, yes.
Yeah.
That is true. My own little world record. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I'm riding 300 kilometres from North Wales in Llandudno all the way down the length of Wales to Carmarthen Velodrome, where we started cycling.
Oh, I didn't know that's where you finished.
Yeah, I'm going to finish at the Velodrome.
Oh, that's really cute. Wow, how are you feeling? How's the prep going?
Scared. Oh, the prep's been average, to say the least. I think. I mean, I only decided to do this like 2 months ago, something that I've always wanted to do. And so I had maybe like a few good weeks of training, like specific turbo sessions, and it was going well. Yeah. And then obviously like the Tour de France came, I was away for like the first week, and then like the middle week when I was back, I was, we started the podcast, we were filming, and then I was doing commentary in Wales, and I just didn't really have my bike. And then I went back out to the Tour de France. So basically for the whole of the Tour de France month, didn't really train, which wasn't great. Prep anyway. And then obviously the last month has just been me absolutely panic training, trying to get as fit as possible.
What's the longest ride you've done?
4.5 hours.
But what's that in kilometers?
In kilometers, it was like 130k.
Okay.
Which is not even halfway.
Yeah, but it's still,
yeah. But I think I'd really struggle to get anywhere near 300k just in training.
And almost like I think Amy said it before, it's kind of good you haven't ridden that far, because also like, I guess you're a bit, not naive to it, because obviously you've done road races and things, but like,
I am.
You don't know what's going to happen. How hard it could be, or how.
I know how my body's going to be up until like 200k in.
Okay.
But for that like last 100k, I have no idea. I'm just hoping I get there on
like
vibes.
Autopilot at that point.
Yeah. But it's also like, I am worried about it. It petrifies me.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I'm really excited for it as well, because it's something new. It's a new challenge. It's something I've always wanted to do. And I've kind of asked people to come and ride with me for parts of the ride. So that's really exciting that I get to ride with other people, and hopefully it'll be good, and they're not going to half wheel me.
That would be so annoying if you're like,
please don't half wheel me.
In there. Yeah, guys, don't half wheel Manon.
If you come,
she'll be fuming.
But then I was like, what if I get into like a really bad way? Like I get past halfway and then I just hit a wall and I'm in a really bad mood, and then people turn up and I'm like this horrible person.
Yeah, but it might take your mind off like the pain.
Yeah.
Like are you having people like, do you know who's coming? I've got points where you're having people?
So I know there's a few people joining me at the start, but I'm starting at like 5:30, 6 in the morning. So I don't blame anybody for not coming. But a few people said, yeah, well, don't worry. A few people have said they're going to join me there. And then I think I've got someone in Machynlleth, which is just before halfway. And then hopefully some people in Aberystwyth. And then my husband and my brother are going to ride from Lampeter, which is like the last 50 kilometres. So I'll have, there's like points that I can get to like break it up, to make it a little bit easier. But I think I am going into it quite naively.
It's not a bad thing though.
No, I don't think so. But I think it's just, I'm just really excited to do something. It's been a while since I've done something challenging on a bike. I feel like this last year's been cafe rides and like really nice riding, but I'm excited to get my teeth stuck into a challenge and something that I've never done before. And just riding in one of my favourite places as well, Wales.
Yeah, to be fair. So your drive was like you just wanted a challenge, is that why?
Yeah, basically. And one of my sponsors, Shimano, one of my amazing sponsors, are helping me with this challenge. So I'm going to be documenting it all. So it's going to be a video on Shimano's challenge, on Shimano's YouTube channel. So I'm really excited to document the journey as well and tell like this story and hopefully inspire people to just get out on their bikes, not to ride 300 kilometres, but literally just if you haven't been on their bike, they watch it and they're like, oh, that looks really nice. I'm going to get my bike out because I haven't ridden in a while. Or actually Wales looks like a really nice place to ride. I'm going to go and do a bike ride in Wales. Another thing I'm worried about is the weather.
What is the weather for Saturday?
We've had really good weather for a while. And then I looked at my phone earlier and it said that there's a chance of rain. And that would be pretty grim if it rains for 300 kilometres. But
the annoying thing is you're like crossing through a lot of different things. So you can't like know what the exact weather's going to be. I mean, I'm praying for you it doesn't rain. Do you have a car with you?
Yeah, so I've got a follow car. Toby's come in the follow car. Yeah.
Toby.
Toby works for Rocket Sport Management, who look after me and Emma, legend Toby. And I've got obviously my cameraman Simon following in the car as well, helping document the journey. So I will have company because I think that'll make a difference and it'll make it easier just being able to, they can just hand me bottles and stuff like that as well.
So, have you got a lot of snacks? What are you going to be eating?
Not yet. I have got lots of like gels and energy stuff, but I also want to get like normal food
like
as
substances down.
I think I was trying to think of, I crave like salty stuff when I'm on the bike, when I'm like a good few hours in.
Like peanut. Is that how that's not? Do you know what people have been making dates? I think that's really random with like salt.
Oh, and like dark chocolate. Yeah, that's a good chat. Maybe is that a good
snack?
I reckon that would be a good snack.
Salty things for a bike, like
I just honestly like I would happily eat crisps.
There's nothing in a crisp.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I probably should have something with a bit more to it. Than crisps. But if anybody has any ideas of what I can eat, or just tips in general about riding 300 kilometers,
I wish I could give you. I've never ridden that far in my life. I can't even fathom the thought of it. Yeah,
well, neither can I. Literally the longest I've ever ridden a bike is like just over 6 hours.
How long do you think it'll take?
It's going to take like 12, 13, 14 hours, I think. And depends how long I stop for as well, because...
have you planned like stops?
Not proper stops. I think I'll have one stop where I like, maybe like a 20-minute stop where I like gather myself and eat something substantial.
Yeah.
But I want to stop as least amount of times as possible, just... because I want to finish in daylight. I don't want it to be pitch black when I arrive at the velodrome.
Yeah.
So...
it would be such an amazing achievement though. Like when you finish. And like, mate, knowing you, you'd probably be like, I want to do 500k.
I highly doubt that. But I am really looking forward to it. But yeah, it's like so far out of anything that I've ever done out my comfort zone.
Not many people would be up for that though. Like the fact that you've like planned that and like you're gonna
sometimes
do
I think I'm like, am I just making a big deal out of 300k? Is it that far? Because like,
it's far.
Like people like Amy, like riding the whole route of the men's Tour de France and the transfers and doing these things back to back. I'm like, am I being a bit of a drama queen?
No.
But then it's like, for me, this is like a big challenge. Like I've never ridden anywhere near that far. So
if for you that this is like a huge challenge, then that's it. It doesn't matter if someone else has ridden 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, you can often get carried away of comparing your kind of challenges and stuff to other people. But for me, like, this is a big challenge for me and something I want to do. So yeah, looking forward to it. So
I'm so... Where's the documentary going to be on? On Shimano's YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch that. I'm excited for you. You'll be great, honestly. Are you listening to music?
I don't think so. I never really listen to music when I ride.
Really?
No.
At all?
No. Never.
Even if you're by yourself?
No.
Damn. Fair enough.
No, do you?
I do a lot on the turbo.
Yeah, if I'm on the turbo, I'll watch something. If it's like a long session.
I listen to music every day. Like I love, it just like, I just can't just sit in my own. Like if I was sitting on a bike for 6 hours by myself, I'd be like.
I'd go a bit crazy, to be fair. Start talking to the sheep or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But then I guess if you do it all the time, you're probably just sick of it.
I used, when I was racing and training, I'd sometimes go out with music on, but now I just quite like not having anything, just nothing, just me and my thoughts.
Fair enough. Well, I wish you very best of luck. Well, we'll find out about it next time we're on.
Yeah, hopefully, if I make it. Wish me luck.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
A reminder that today's show is hosted by Pinarello, and we're lucky enough to be in the Wilmslow store today. And me and Emma actually both love riding at F-Series bikes, don't we, Emma?
We do.
We went on a ride recently together, didn't we?
The cafe ride was really, really fun. And I've actually ridden a lot more on the road since having my new bike. It makes such a difference.
Do you love it?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. The white on the road against the kit is amazing. It's such a dream to ride.
This is your start of you becoming a road rider in the future.
No, guys, don't worry about that. But it does make a huge difference having a nice bike and being able to go out. I think, it definitely makes it more enjoyable. It definitely makes you want to go out because you have this such a nice bike underneath you. And yeah, I do really enjoy it. Don't just take our word for it. Head to your local Pinarello retailer and check out the whole range for yourself. Search Pinarello Store Locator to find your nearest store. So that's the end of our episode number 6. Flying through them. I know. I hope everyone's enjoying listening, and wishing you a good luck this Saturday. Thank you very much, Emma. Thank you. And if anybody listening is keen to come and join me, please do. I will be putting the route on my Instagram and a live tracker the day before. So please come and join me for a few kilometers to keep me sane and motivated. You'll smash it and you'll be great. But thanks, Emma. Yeah, good luck. Thank you, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you. Bye.